Good evening. Let us start current affairs bulletin. The important news today. The most important news today. Bal Gangadhar Tilak passed away in Bombay exactly 100 years back on August 1st, 1920. And this day is marked by 100th death anniversary of Bal Gangadhar Tilak. On his funeral day, Mahatma Gandhi, Lala Lajpat Rai also participated. More than 250,000 people participated. And Bal Gangadhar Tilak, we need to know about him. He was called Lokamanya. Lokamanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak. And the most important thing to remember about him, he faced sedition trials 2 times. Sedition means, at that time, Britishers, whatever he wrote in his magazines, newspapers, they have actually initiated cases on him. He faced furious sedition cases, particularly 2 strong sedition cases. And he went to jail on sedition case in 1897. And again he was sent to jail, Mandalay jail in Parma in 1908. He was in jail from 1908 to 1914, 6 years. And Section 124A of IPC deals with sedition. Section 124A of IPC. See, whenever you read about Bal Gangadhar Tilak, you should also know how Britishers used this section to harass Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Section 124A of Indian Penal Code. It deals with sedition. And Tilak started Home Rule movement after coming back from jail. In 1916, he started Home Rule movement. Though Annie Besant also started Home Rule movement, it is Bal Gangadhar Tilak who first started Home Rule movement in April 1916. Tilak wrote many books. The important books are Gita Rahasya, Arctic Home of Aryans. Gita Rahasya, Arctic Home of Aryans. Tilak was very famous for his newspapers, Kesari and Maharadha. And Tilak also was very famous for Ganesh and Shivaji festivals. And by invoking religious nationalism, Tilak have given a new lease of life to India's freedom struggle. So Tilak was also a person who made people to follow an ideology called religious nationalism. And Tilak was against partition of Bengal in 1905. And he was one of the important persons in Maharashtra who spreaded Swadeshi movement during anti-partition movement when Bengal partition happened. And the last journey in his life, just before his death, Montague Chelmsford reforms. Tilak rejected that, but still, he wanted to have a constructive criticism on the government by entering into the councils also. And Tilak was a man who was very close. He maintained a close relationship with the Labour Party in Britain. He realized that one point of time, definitely, Labour Party in Britain, if it comes into power, will definitely help India to gain independence. And what all Tilak predicted has happened. Labour Party, when it came into power, it helped India to gain independence. Tilak maintained very good relationships. Particularly when Tilak visited Britain, he maintained a very good relationship with Labour Party. So this is the important news of the day. Bal Gangadhar Tilak's exactly 100 years back, he passed away. Next important news. See, festivals, important festivals, particularly all multi-religious festivals, they are very important in UPSC. So why do we celebrate a particular festival? For example, Buddha Purnima, you should know, already question is asked. And Northeast festivals, tribal festivals. And whenever you read about a festival, you should know why we celebrate that. For example, today we are celebrating Bakrid, Eid al-Adha. Eid al-Adha. Bakrid is also called as Eid al-Adha or Eid ul-Juha. Eid al-Adha or Eid ul-Juha. And Bakrid is important celebration by the Muslim community. And generally Muslims celebrate Ramzan. You all know that. Ramzan is also called as Eid al-Fitr. Eid al-Fitr. And Ramzan marks the end of month-long fasting. Ramzan marks the month-long fasting. And at the end of the fasting, they'll celebrate Ramzan. And Bakrid is celebrated every year all over in the world by the Muslim community. According to the legend, the festival commemorates Prophet Ibrahim's readiness to sacrifice his own son when God to prove his devotion to the God. So Prophet Ibrahim was ready to sacrifice his son to prove his devotion to the God. When God understood his devotion, God converted the son into a goat. And on this day, on Bakrid, lambs will be cut and food will be distributed. And the festival is celebrated with a lot of gaiety and a lot of food. So Bakrid, where Prophet Ibrahim is ready to sacrifice his son to prove his devotion to the God. But God understood his devotion and his son was not killed. Instead, a goat was killed. That was the story Bakrid or Eid al-Adha. Next important news today. Smart India Hackathon 2020. Smart India Hackathon 2020. Prime Minister Modi addressed students virtually at a Smart India Hackathon grand final through video conferencing. This year, around 10,000 students are participating in the hackathon program. And the grand final started today, August 1st, and it is going to end on August 3rd. What is this Smart India Hackathon all about? What is this Smart India Hackathon mission? That is, what is the program? The hackathon is a nationwide initiative to provide students with a platform to solve some critical problems people face in daily lives. See, generally, people face some critical problems in daily life. So if youngsters will provide smart solutions through application software or through new apps, if they can provide very quick and fast solutions for people's daily issues, then the people will be, the students will be honored. They will get prizes, topmost prizes. For example, if there is heavy congestion, how to solve that by using technology, by using some app, anything. So, or if people wanted to have some beneficial program, how to solve that, how to identify the beneficiaries by using software, by using a new technology, anything, finding innovative and easy solutions for big problems, particularly for the modern day problems which people face in daily lives. It is also aimed to build a culture of innovation and new creative mindsets in the minds of the students, youngsters, particularly those who are pursuing higher education, So in this Smart India Hackathon 2020 final session, Prime Minister Modi spoke at length about new education policy. This speech will help you to write good essay on education. This speech given by Prime Minister Modi today on the event of Smart India Hackathon will help you to write very good essay. What did Prime Minister Modi spoke? I wish to tell you a few points here. New education policy aims to build job creators rather than job seekers. So the youth should not be seeking job, but the youth should be creating job through this new education policy. And the new education policy promotes 21st century learning, the skills which are needed for the 21st century to get jobs, to get new ideas. And this new education policy promotes qualitative education throughout the country. And it tries to improve learning, research, and innovation. And new education policy emphasizes on interdisciplinary study. And student will not be forced to learn, will not be compelled to learn, but students will love to learn because it depends more on students' choices and wishes. And the new education policy reduces the burden of school bags, and it will help the students to learn for life and encourage critical thinking. So you can read Prime Minister's speech, entire speech. Anyhow, I am providing PDF to you in our Telegram channel. So coming to other important news headlines today from Hindu paper and other business papers. Core sector output contracts 15% in June. Core sector output contracts 15% in June. See, the core sector output have decreased to 15%. In India, we consider 8 sectors are core sectors. We consider 8 sectors as core sectors. And last year, in the month of June, they were expanded. Now they were contracted. So last year, 2019, in the same month, the 8 core sectors expanded by 1.2%. Now they were shrinked. Now they were contracted by 15%. That was the problematic thing. And this contraction is from the last 4 months. Except in the fertilizers. Except fertilizer sector, all were contracted. The coal sector, crude oil, natural gas, steel, cement, electricity, all barring only fertilizers. Except fertilizers, everything contracted. And here, already this question was asked in prelims. What are the 8 core sectors in the Indian economy? Coal, crude oil, natural gas, refinery products, fertilizers, steel, cement, electricity. These are the 8 core sectors in the Indian economy, and they were shrinked. They were contracted this month. So this is. And next important news. This is in news because of pollution, particularly air pollution. See, Supreme Court is calling on time and again to establish smog towers. What are smog towers? SMOG, smog towers. Air pollution in Delhi before Corona, almost Delhi have become a gas chamber, and Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal tried many policies, including odd even policy, many things, and Delhi have become a gas chamber. And since 2014, every year we'll be reading Delhi's pollution, and Delhi is ranked in most polluted cities in the world, including WHO always warned about Delhi's air pollution. Whatever data it gives about air pollution, Delhi used to be in the top priority. Even in the World Health Organization's priorities in the air pollution. And last November, in November 2019, Supreme Court used very strong words against the governments of Haryana, Punjab and Uttar Pradesh, as they have failed to curtail the problem of stubble burning. Farmers used to burn the stubble, the residue of the crop. So Supreme Court got angry and told the Haryana government, Uttar Pradesh government and Punjab government, they have not followed proper mechanisms to minimize this problem of stubble burning. Supreme Court now asked the Delhi government and Central Pollution Control Board to submit a comprehensive action plan to set up smog towers, SMOG, smog towers in Delhi. What do you mean by smog tower? See, I wish to tell you in a simple language, smog tower is a large size air purifier. Generally in houses, we'll have small air purifiers. Smog tower is a large size air purifier which will be, actually located in the main areas of city where there's air pollution. This smog tower will have components like carbon nanotubes. They will filter the pollution and dust. So in a simple language, I can say you, smog tower is like an air purifier. Okay. So the Supreme Court asked to at least start something on pilot basis. A proposal on the towers was then submitted by IIT Bombay to the Central Pollution Control Board. So IIT Bombay have sent a proposal to CPCB, Central Pollution Control Board, for the establishment of. So IIT Bombay like to support this. In India, the Supreme Court have directed immediately to start 2 smog towers in Delhi. So a smog tower is a structure designed to work as a large-scale air purifier, and it